Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. So your geography exam is on 2nd of December 2021. So I'm going to re-upload this video for you all because in the earlier video which I uploaded 2 months earlier, few mistakes were there. So once again I'm going to upload it with all the correct answers. So this time you can trust this video properly. Earlier few mistakes were there, not all, few mistakes were there. So I thought to re-upload it again with all the correct answers one by one. Okay, so I hope this video will help you a lot and you'll go through it also. Okay, so let's start it. So your, as usual, you can see your maximum marks is 70. You will be getting 1.5 hour, 15 minutes addition to 1.5 hour. You'll be getting it to read the paper. Okay, so all the questions are compulsory. The first one is based on the map. You can see the map given over here, the map of India. So it says study the outline map of India given below and choose the correct answer from the given options. Okay, so let us see what all are the options given and what are the questions asked based on this map. Okay, so you can see here first one is what is the angular value of standard meridian of Indian marked L. You can see here where is the marked L. So this is the one, right? This is the marked L. So what is the angular value? So you can see this is the correct answer. Number 4 is the correct answer. Okay. Now next one you can see here B. The mountain range marked M is. So where is the mountain marked M? So you can see where it is. So M marked over here. This is the one. M on the top. So this one, what it is? You can see here. The mountain range marked M is. Which one is the correct answer for this? So it is Pir Panjal range. Okay, so on the basis of the map, once again see the peak marked X is. So let us see first of all peak marked X. So this is the one. Okay, peak marked X is. So what is the answer for this? You can see here the peak marked X is Doda Beta. Okay, so it is Doda Beta. Okay, now next one, the plateau marked Y is bordered by the Aravalli range in the west and Vindhya range in the south. This plateau is called. So first of all let us see the map once again. Y, where it is marked, you can see here this is the one. Okay, Y. So what it is called? So you can see, so this plateau is called Malwa Plateau. Okay, so this plateau is called Malwa Plateau. Okay, number E, the lake marked Z is. So first of all let us see where the mark Z is. So you can see here Z. So this is the one. So this Z marked lake is, let us see the option. So the lake marked Z is Pulikit Lake. Okay, this is the correct answer, Pulikit Lake. Okay, so I have a reference material in front of me also, Pulikit Lake. Okay, now F, the mountain pass marked F that connects India with China is. So the answer is Nathula. Okay, you can check your specimen paper, keep it in front of you and just follow this video. Okay, and you can mark it in your paper also. Now next, the west flowing river marked R which flows through a rift valley is Tapi. Okay, this one is the correct answer, Tapi. Okay, so all these were correct in the previous video also. Now H, the atmospheric pressure developed over the region marked P during the summer season is this one. Okay, low pressure. Okay, all these were correct in the earlier video also. I, according to census 2011, which among the following state has recorded the highest density of population? Which state? Which state? So the answer is Bihar. Okay, that is Bihar. Now next one, J, the city marked H is. The city marked H is. Okay, it is Bengaluru. Okay, so again and again going back to the map is taking too much of time, so you can refer your map in the specimen paper and you can go through this. Okay, now question number 2, choose the correct option for each of the following questions. Which of the following neighboring countries share the longest boundary with India? longest boundary with India. So it is longest boundary, it is shared with Bangladesh. Okay. The next one, B. The Chaj Doab lies between the river. Which river? It is Chenab and Jhelum. Okay. Then number C. The convectional storm occurring in the West Bengal and Assam region during the hot weather season is locally called Kal Baisakhi. Okay. Then D. So you have to identify the winds shown in the figure A and B. So two figures are given over here. You have to identify the wind. So let us see. So southeast monsoon, northeast monsoon. Okay, so according to me, this one is the correct one. Okay, south west monsoon and northeast monsoon. So let us see the map. So you can see here, this one, southwest. So from south it is moving towards the west. Okay, and in figure B, in figure number 2B, you can see here the wind is blowing from north towards the east. It is moving from north to east. Okay, so next one, E. So study the climatic data for station A and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so on the basis of this station table, you have to go through it. Okay, so you can see here the total rainfall in the monsoon period is this one, 1603 centimeter. Okay, then number 2, the annual range of temperature is 6 degree Celsius. Okay, now question number 3, study the pair of statements given below. Choose the most appropriate option given after each of the pair of statements. First of all, we have to read the statement. Okay, let us go through it. So I am going to make it yellow. Okay, so statement A, the river from deltas in the east coast due to its long mountain course and they carry a lot of sediments. This is the one. Okay, so this statement is correct. Okay, now statement B, the steep slope, let me highlight it, the steep slope of eastern Ghats and narrow east coast plain does not favor in the formation of delta in the east coast. Okay, so this statement is wrong. The first one is correct, second one is incorrect. So we have to see the option over here. So this one, statement A is correct. Okay, okay, let me highlight it with green. Okay, statement A is correct and statement B is incorrect. So 4 is the correct answer. Now statement A, the average rainfall in eastern Himalayas is less than 100 centimeter. Okay, so this is incorrect. B, the western Himalayas lie to the west of 86 degree west longitude. So this is also incorrect. So both the statements A and B are incorrect. So we have to see where it is. Yeah, both the statements A and B are incorrect. Okay, now number C, the statement A, the forests are known as index of prosperity. Okay, index of prosperity, correct. Natural vegetation is based on climate of a place. So both these statements are correct. Okay, so both these statements A and B are correct. Now number D, statement A, the Chipko movement is a tree planting movement. Okay, tree planting movement. And B, the trees add organic matter to the soil. Okay, so according to me, this one is incorrect. Statement A is incorrect and B is correct. So we have to find out both the statement no. So here statement B is correct and statement A is incorrect. Okay, so this is the one. Number 4, choose the correct option to complete the given sentence. We have to choose the correct option. So let us go through it. Dash is growing tree in the fields in the place of food and agricultural crops for direct profit. So answer is commercial farm forestry. Commercial farm forestry is growing trees in the fields in place of food and agricultural crops for direct profit. Okay, number B, land area of Australia is dash lakh square kilometer. So the answer is 76.86. Okay. Now see, the highest mountain peak of Himalayas in India is, so it is Kanchenjunga. Okay, so this Kanchenjunga lies in India. Okay, Kanchenjunga. Now number D. Number D. The Dash river is also called Bridhak Ganga. The Dash river is also called Bridh Ganga. Bridh. Okay, Bridh Ganga. So the answer is Godavari. Answer is Godavari. Then the main cause of flood in Assam is, the main cause of flood in Assam is, it is silting. Okay, so silting. The next one you can see F. Dash is a pass which is in the northern part of Western Ghat. It is Thal Ghat. Okay, Thal Ghat is a pass which is in the northern part of Western Ghat. Okay, now let us move on to question number 5. Please have patience. Number 5, choose the correct option for each of the given questions or statements. The state in India with the lowest density of population is, the state in India with the lowest density of population is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Then B, which period of population growth in India is induced by high fertility? So earlier, in the earlier video, I have marked this one. So no, this is not the right one. So this is the correct one, 1981 to 2001. Okay, this is the correct answer. Okay, 1981 to 2001. Now next, number C. The decade 1991 to 2001 is known as the literacy decade because for the first time, okay, for the first time the absolute number of illiterates decreased during a decade. Okay, now let us move on to D. The chief cause of brain drain in India is, the chief cause of brain drain in India is economic cause. Okay, then number E. The state in India which achieved negative growth rate as per census 2011 is Nagaland. Okay, Nagaland is the correct answer. Now F. The city which displays features of conurbation. Okay, conurbation is, which one is the correct one? It is Kolkata. Okay, the city which displays features of a conurbation is Kolkata. Okay. Now number 6, question number 6. Study the pair of statements given below. Choose the most appropriate option given after each of the pair of statements. Okay. Now statement 1. The urban area must have a density of population of 400 person square kilometer. Okay, this is also correct. An urban area must have a minimum population of 50,000 persons. Okay, so both the statements 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, now number B. The statement 1. The population varies from 10 to 1,000 person in a settlement. Second statement, the population is above 5,000 person in a settlement. Okay, so what it is? So what does this statement talking about? So the above statement, okay, so the above statement indicates, this above statements indicate the difference between rural and urban settlement. B, that is number 2 is correct. Okay, now next one you can see C. The state of Kerala has a positive sex ratio. Okay, positive sex ratio. So okay, this is correct. Low sex ratio in India is due to the rise in dowry, death and neglect of women. So both the statements are correct. Both the statement 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, then number D. Statement 1. Rural to rural stream of migration is dominated by female. Okay, correct. Migrant population in cities are mostly males. That is also correct. So accordingly, both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Okay. Now number 7. Choose the correct option to fill in the blanks given below. Okay. The metropolis has a minimum population of 1 million. Okay. Number B. The marginal worker is one who is gainfully employed once again, the marginal worker is one who is gainfully employed for less than 6 months. Okay, less than 6 months. Okay, then C. When suburbs grow along major roads, okay, urban settlements developed. Okay, once again, when suburbs grow along major roads, urban settlements develop. Okay. D. The population increase. Okay, this is the one. When population increases between 2 points of time, it is called dash growth. Okay, so earlier I made a mistake over here, so I have already corrected. So this time the answer is positive. Okay, when population increases between 2 points of time, it is called positive growth. Okay, positive growth. E. According to census of 2011, the state of dash has the highest density of population. The answer is B. Okay, Bihar. Number 2, Bihar is the correct answer. Now number 8. Select the correct option to answer the questions given below. Which two methods are a solution to the problems of small fragmented farm holding? So the answer is C. Okay, number 3. That is consolidation of farms and cooperative farming. So here also last time I made a mistake, so this time I have corrected it. Okay, so hope you will not mind for this. I have already corrected this. It's consolidation of farms and cooperative farming. Okay, number B. What is the percentage of net sown area and net forest area of India in present time? So the answer is 2. 46.05% to 23%. Okay. Okay. Why is it essential to have knowledge of land use? So here also last time wrong option was chosen. So the correct option over here is to know the economic condition of the country. To know the economic condition of the country. Okay. So D. Name two modern methods of irrigation. Two modern methods of irrigation. So it is sprinklers and tube wells. Okay, sprinklers and tube wells are the two modern method of irrigation. Now next one. What are the drawbacks of traditional method of irrigation? Traditional method of irrigation. So the answer is 2. Seasonal irrigation and small area irrigation. Okay, this is the correct one. Now number 9. Study the pair of statements given below. Choose the most appropriate option given after each of the pairs of statements. Statement 1. Sprinklers is a hole dug in the ground. Okay, wrong. Tanks are a popular source of irrigation in areas with sufficient groundwater. So this is also wrong. So both the statements are incorrect. So both the statements 1 and 2 are incorrect. Okay. Now B. The tube well is an independent source of irrigation. Okay, correct. This one is correct. Several chemicals are mixed with tube well water. Incorrect. Okay, so 1 is correct, number 2 is incorrect. So statement 1 is correct and statement number 2 is incorrect. Okay. Now number C. Statement number 1. The main reason for small size of land holdings is the inheritance law. Okay, this is correct. Number 2. The fragmentation of farm holdings is the cause for high productivity of agriculture. Okay, this is incorrect. So number 4 is correct. Okay. Now number D. The statement 1. The area used to grow more than one crop in a year is 42%. Okay, correct. Number 2, cultivable waste is the land not available for cultivation but used for cultivation. Okay, so 1 is correct and 2 is incorrect. So this one, number 4 is correct. Number 10, choose the correct option to fill in the blanks. A, the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation is known as sustainable development. Number 3. Okay. Number B, the distribution of groundwater in India is very uneven due to the dash and dash. It is due to structure of rocks and rainfall amount. Okay, number 3 is correct. Okay. Now number C, water is an important input for successful agriculture. Okay, number 2 is correct. Okay. Number D, well irrigation is not possible in areas of dash groundwater. So it is 1, brackish. Okay. Then number E, the inundation canals are not popular as they are seasonal. Okay, seasonal. Now number 11, go through this. Okay, read these 2 paragraphs properly, and on the basis of this you have to answer it. Okay, you do the reading part. I am going to choose the answer for you. A, what is mean by agriculture? The answer is 2. It is cultivation of soil for the growth of plants. Number 2 is correct. Okay, number 2. B, how is the 49% of agricultural area in India able to grow food grains? Food grains. So the answer is with the help of human effort. Number 4 is correct. Okay, with the help of human effort. That means 49% of agricultural area in India able to grow food grains with the help of human efforts. Okay. Then number C, why is irrigation required in India? Because the rainfall in India is seasonal. So number 2 is correct. Okay. D, 2 modern methods of irrigations are 2 tube wells and canals. Okay, number 2, tube wells and canals. Then number E, which are the 2 natural sources of water available in India? So it is number 3, rainwater source and surface water source. Okay, number 3. Then number 12, so you do the reading part and I'm going to choose the answer for you. So on the basis of these 2 paragraphs you have to answer it. Okay. Okay, which region of India is affected by retreating monsoon? Which region? Okay, so the answer is eastern coast. Okay, 1. Okay, then what is mean by retreating monsoon? What is mean by retreating monsoon? The answer is number 4. Number 4. Okay, withdrawal of northeast monsoon. Then number C, why are retreating monsoons generally dry over southwest region? The answer is they are offshore. Okay, number 3. Okay, number 3. Then next, number D, the cricket match gets scheduled at Visakhapatnam for the 15th October. This match later gets cancelled because of rain which happened due to the, so the match is cancelled due to the number 3, tropical cyclone. Okay, number 3. So let me do it properly. Number 3. Okay, tropical cyclone. Okay, number E, the intense low pressure over the Bay of Bengal is marked by early November due to number 2, Bay of Bengal getting heated up. Okay, number 2. Okay, then question number 13, So you have to read this paragraph properly, and on the basis of this paragraph you have to answer it. A. Reverse migration is the movement of migrant laborers from, number 2, urban to rural. Okay, urban to rural areas. Number 2. Okay, number 2. Let me mark it properly. Number 2. Then B. Reverse migration due to pandemic is primarily due to running out of saving. Number 3. Running out of saving. Okay, so you can see here, you can see this part. Many such individuals have been on the verge of running out of their saving, which ultimately forces them to move out of towns and move towards their native places. Okay, so number 3 is correct. Okay, now number C. The sector in which migrant laborers were employed in large number in urban areas was the construction sector. Number 3. Number D. Which sector should be revived to benefit the migrant laborers? So the answer is agriculture and allied sector. Number 2. Okay. Then E. The negative impact of reverse migration includes job loss. Number 1. Okay. Okay. So this is the end of today's specimen question paper. So hope this specimen solution will help you a lot, and please go through it properly, and all the best for your exam. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Bye bye.